defending AFC champion, Kansas City Chiefs.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. That's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He's across the 20, taking down just shy of the 25. So out come the Houston Texans, and Greg, it is one of the good quarterbacks in the league. Offensive Rookie of the Year, #2 pick in that 2023 draft. Year 3 for C.J. Stroud out of Ohio State.
Think back to a couple years ago, he's the 2nd overall pick. He's the Offensive Rookie of the Year. Going into year 2, Mike, I think the expectations were that he was going to blow up onto the scene and be MVP-type quarterback. The team as a whole took a little bit of a step back, and so did CJ. So I think going in, they're motivated. I think they want to recapture a lot of the magic from CJ Stroud's rookie year and now see, okay, in year 3, with the pieces he has around him, they think the sky's the limit.
A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
He'll find the rookie out of Iowa State, Jaden Higgins. That is 14 for the second time. Back-to-back 14-yard gains and a first down.
Yeah, so what I like here is it's not only a really good play call, but it was really well executed by the quarterback. So they used the bootleg to get their quarterback out of the pocket, change the launch point, and then they pair that with a really nice concept downfield. He uncovers, wide open, nice conversion.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
That's another Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why. Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. This opening drive has been a good one, but will it continue? Here's a test on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stroud. That's the rookie 3rd-round pick, Jalen Knowles. And he's in! Jalen Knowles. Touchdown, Texans. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and through, and the Texans will take a 7-0 lead.
Chiefs nothing.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So here come the Chiefs, and that means the 3-time Super Bowl MVP, twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Greg, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes.
Well, there's not a whole lot left to say. I mean, if Patrick Mahomes is under center, you go into every game with a chance, not only to win the game, but to ultimately win the Super Bowl. I mean, he is a generationally great quarterback, one of the best we've ever seen. And anytime he lines up behind center, Mike, it is just an absolute blast for us to sit up here and really watch greatness play out in real time. So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. He's across midfield. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line. Mahomes to Rice for a big play. It covers 51 yards.
First down. First and 10.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
First and 10. To throw is Mahomes. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
Mahomes now to throw again. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route. And then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal.
Nothing really fancy about that last completion, but what it does do, Mike, is now they are on the doorstep of the end zone. So now they've got to find a way to finish this long drive with a touchdown.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. To the goal line and in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. The return starts from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Texans offense going to take over now for the second time. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Kirk is the motion man. On play action. Stroud. And the rush gets home. Hill goes down. They got him.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker. But you also can bring him on pressure, Mike. And that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
3rd down and 9. Here's Stroud. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And some good running on that return as he takes it up close to midfield. Now, after the play, it looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. To the left side in the hands of Rice. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
They go right back to Rice. He's got it again. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
A 1st down throw for Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Out of bounds at the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 4. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, it's Worthy. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
13 yards.
It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Now, after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's going to slide down with the first down inside the 5.
A 7-yard gain. That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down.
And this is what you like to see if you're the head coach. Not only does your quarterback know exactly where that first down marker is, he's able to pick up the first down, but then get himself on the ground. He avoids the big hit and picks up the first down.
And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. Motion man is Rice. Off the play fake. Mahomes. He pulls it in around the 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
3rd and goal. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And he'll take it on in. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, KC. Butker now to add the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Chiefs will move out to a 14-7 lead.
14, Texans 7.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here's Tremont Smith on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll run it, and it's the USC man, Woody Marks. And a hard-earned yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Really nice job defensively. They were all over that from the jump. Initially, I thought he was going to break away and pick up something positive, but At the end of it all, he ended up going backwards.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. And that is incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And it's going to be fourth down.
I understand it's third down and the quarterback's trying to make a play, Mike, but if you're going to make a dangerous throw on third down, you're going to force the ball into tight coverage, at least do it past the sticks. Try to pick up that first down and maintain possession. He tries to thread the needle. Ball falls incomplete, and now brings up fourth down.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Chiefs offense and Rashee Rice set to take over once more. And what a start he's off to. You don't want to start prorating numbers out for 4 quarters, but fair to say, this defense is going to have to find some way to slow him down. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's over the middle and caught by Rice. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the first down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Once again, it's Pacheco. Good running inside the 25. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10.
It's a gain of 30.
A huge run from Pacheco. And even 30 yards.
Really nice job getting this ball out to the edge. And then once he's able to get clear of the D-line, get vertical and accelerate down the sideline. That's a great run. He's forced out of bounds, but not before setting up 1st and goal.
He'll step up and run, and he'll get into the end zone. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Chiefs. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Now Butker to add the extra point. He's got it, and the Chiefs will take a 21-7 lead.
Chiefs 21, Texans 7.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. Texans offense ready to get back at it. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll go play action with Stroud. Whoa. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick 1st down.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. He'll get that into the hands of Woody Marks. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 27 yards.
And the Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Derek Nari on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Chiefs' 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Stroud. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk. And it'll be 3rd down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Gotta give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
Here's Tommy Townsend now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. That's going to hit and continue out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense back onto the field for their next possession. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Chiefs on top. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2. They've got it facing 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a 1st down.
And these are the tough yards you judge it back by, Mike. We used to say to our backs, hey, even if we don't block everyone, you've got to be your own blocker. Like, you have to find a way to get 1 yard and keep this drive alive. And I think he's able to pick up that 1st down by about a yard or 2.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out 3 tight ends, big bodies. But the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass. And I think that's a little bit of what's going on here.
On second down, Mahomes. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. Inside the 30. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 71 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
And Butker on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Texans offense ready to get back to work. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. Kirk is the motion man. On the ground, it's Marks to open the drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's third down.
Brings up third down.
From the gun, here's Stroud. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
In what's been a pretty one-sided affair from the opening whistle, it just seems like it continues to get worse. This defense, they know they have them on the edge, and they continue to rush the quarterback the way they are. I'm not sure what this offense can do come the second half.
On comes as the punter now. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. The fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. Mahomes quickly out to Rice. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
They're going to work this down inside the 45. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he'll get forward to about the 42. Tackle there by Will Anderson.
42-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9. RPO, they throw it to Rice. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. They put Kelsey in motion. First down throw, Mahomes. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
First down.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Kansas City. That's his 2nd touchdown tonight. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Here's Butker now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Chiefs are going to extend their lead.
35, Texans 7.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Texans offense headed back to take over once more. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's to the left side, caught by Noel. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
10 yards.
He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
And the Texans first down.
Movement.
Here's Stroud. First down throw there is incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Throwing on second down, Stroud. He'll get this complete over the middle with Kirk. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
It's 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Stroud. Throw across his body is complete, and he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The Chiefs' offense and Rashee Rice set to take over once more. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried in the first half, it hasn't worked. On first down, it's Mahomes. That'll be intercepted. It's the linebacker, E.J. Speed. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
The Texans offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start really in field goal territory already, but they're looking for more. Offense got it, 1st and 10. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
What a first half for this pass rush, huh, Mike? I mean, they have just completely dominated this game. They are in complete control, and you have to imagine this offensive line, there's got to be some adjustments up front. They just cannot allow their quarterback to continue to be hit like this.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. To throw is Stroud. Now, screen set up for Marks. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. They'll begin with 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
They'll go with the sneak. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line, but the official signals he's got enough for the 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Chiefs 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
And 10.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. A short one caught by Kelsey. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Texans offense and their running back, Woody Marks, heading back onto the field. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the 1st half. This defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. They'll start on the ground, and this is Marks. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in back.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. That one on target with Kirk. They've got it. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Texans.
Stroud going to set up to throw. He'll go right back to Kirk again. It's complete. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. 1st down for Houston.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
2nd and a yard at the 38-yard line.
2nd and a yard. To throw, it's Stroud. To the left side, caught by Schultz. And he is out of bounds down at the 21. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
A 2nd down throw for Stroud. Throw left side, taken in by Kirk. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. And this is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the...
And he's into the end zone. C.J. Stroud, touchdown, Houston. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg. Could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a 1-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Fairbairn, good on the point after. And the Texans are able to edge a bit closer.
Texans 17.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. It's complete left side to Worthy. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. That's over the middle, complete to Brown.
Mahomes pass, complete to Marquise Brown. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
2nd and 5. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They put Kelce in motion. Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout here as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They put Kelce in motion. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Gray is the motion man here. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Yeah, and that one just didn't feel right from the jump. I think he sensed that he was either going to take a sack or get baited into making a bad throw. So ultimately a good decision. Just throw the ball away.
On 3rd down, they go with Pacheco. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. That's E.J. Speed getting in there to make the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
Third down and 9. Now, Mahomes. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down.
Automatic first down.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
On the carry, it's Pacheco. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. And the Chiefs have a first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. 13 pretty lucky here. Back-to-back gains of 13. And another first down.
So far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down. Now after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. Second down, they need 3. Now the former Russian champ, it's Kareem Hunt. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
No gain on the play.
I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there. No gain.
On third down, Mahomes. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, KC. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And, Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
Butker now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Chiefs will extend this third quarter lead.
42, Texans 17.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Stroud. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. On play action. Stroud. Throw on the run is complete. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. It's good for a Texans first down.
1st and 10.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 4. They'll run straight ahead with Marks. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 11. 1st down for Houston.
Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
This one going to be sniffed out. Thrown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
On the bootleg, it's Stroud. That one out wide for Marks. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
That's to the tight end, Stover. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
An inside give to Marks. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Chiefs' 22-yard line.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. In trouble, and down he goes. Mike Dana gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. They put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Stroud. That's to the left side, and caught by Noel. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He's across the 20, taking down just shy of the 25. The Chiefs offense and Rashee Rice set to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Mahomes quickly out to Rice. And he's out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the 35. Mahomes finding Rice for the Kansas City 1st down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
He'll hit Kelsey quickly on the RPO. And we'll see where they spot this. Very close to a 1st down. He's forced out just shy of the mark.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
That's into the hands of Worthy once again. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Texans' 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Mahomes now to throw again. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
On 2nd down, Stroud. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And even though you're facing a big deficit, I still think this is the right decision. At some point, you do have to start forcing the ball to make something happen, but you can't be reckless. So I think this would have been more on the reckless side, and certainly a good decision. Maintain possession of the ball.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Really nice sequence of plays here defensively, not only to force the 3rd and long, but then you really take away all of the quarterback's options downfield, left him with nothing really else to do but to just simply throw that one away.
A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. Patrick Mahomes is going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Off the play fake. Mahomes to the left side in the hands of Rice.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Mahomes. A throw on the move is caught. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 10 yards.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
13 yards on that pass play. First down, KC.
First down.
These curl routes. He's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in back.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
A give here to Pacheco. And he is not going to get away. Might have got the yard, but it will set up third down.
19-yard line. A gain of a yard.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And the Chiefs are going to be looking at first and goal. They move it down to the 4.
It's a gain of 16.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
Pacheco. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
And he'll take this down to the 2, but a good tackle there. Going to set up third and goal.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Third and goal. Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's fourth and goal.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
On fourth down, Super Bowl champ Harrison Butker now for the Chiefs. Good snap, good hold, good kick, and the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. They'll get across the 20, mark him down 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to get back at it.
At their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's taken in by Marks. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Stroud. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Jerry Tillery in there for the sack, worked his way through. It's a loss of 5.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Stroud going to set up to throw to the left side, and caught by Schultz. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Here's Stroud. Now, screen set up for Marks. Good-looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
It's really been a one-sided game, and how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. There's that man again. Another catch. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down.
1st down, Texans.
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. Throw over the middle, taken in by Knowles. And he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. That one incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Here's 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Stroud. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. It's a pickup of 16 yards down to the 16.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud.
Stroud's pass complete to number 13, Christian Kirk. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 10-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now Stroud. This one complete to Higgins. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6?
Good blocking, and he's in. Woody Marks. Touchdown, Texans. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Now Fairbairn for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans are able to cut into the deficit.
Texans 27.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Nico Remigio to bring it back. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's over the middle. Complete to Brown. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the 1st down.
They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now, Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's fourth down.
Anytime it's third and short, you better account for the running back out of the backfield, and that's exactly what they do here. Great job by the defense, taking him down for a loss. Brings up fourth down.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line.
Defense. Automatic first down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Pacheco. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
The 27-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Once again, it's Pacheco. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
I'm an aggressive guy by nature, Mike, so whenever I get 4th and short in plus territory, I want to go for it. You're not going to win many games in this league settling for field goals. You have to capitalize when you find yourself in a position to score. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Texans offense about ready to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if we get the turnaround going here. We'll start this drive with first down. Gives. It's Marks. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Throwing is Stroud. That one caught by Noel. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Texans first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Stroud to throw. He'll look underneath here for Marks. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
3rd and 5. To throw, it's Stroud. That is caught. Finding Higgins. 20-yard pickup there. 1st down for Houston. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. Stroud. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
And this defense, they just continue to put in a great night's work. I mean, Mike, you think whether it's been blitz schemes, stunts, whatever you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full. They have allowed their quarterback to be hit way too many times.
On 2nd down, Stroud. He'll air one out for Higgins. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's taken in. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
First and 10 for Mahomes. That one swung out wide to Pacheco.
Complete to Isaiah Pacheco. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Here's a handoff to Pacheco. And he's going to get 1st down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards.
So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. They got out of the gates hot, ran out to the big 1st quarter lead, did not look back as they cruise in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious, as we say, so long from Arrowhead.